discuss about the environmental education for class 6. So class 6 students, today we study the first chapter of this subject, environmental education. The name of the chapter is Our Environment. I am Prashant Mishra and shortly called P. Aramda. So I taught you this subject. So in this subject, regarding the first chapter, our environment, we will discuss about the environment which is found around us. So as you know, our surrounding, so surrounding of earth is our environment. So whatever present around you is your environment, and this has the two things, that is either they are the social or they are natural. Natural environment and social environment, two type of environment which is really composed of different type of things. Social environment made by the human beings, that is it is artificial, we can say it is man-made structures. Whatever man made in their life or in their surrounding by different resources, they are called the social environment. Social environment includes the roads, buildings or other things. So these things are socially helpful for us to maintain our society, to put the easiness of our society. So this is the social environment made by us, or it is man-made environment, or we can say artificial environment. Second one, that is the natural environment. Natural environment made by nature and on self it develop. It means natural environment are the environment which is developed by on self. So they are either the forest or the agricultural land. Forest develop on self, and some agricultural lands are also developed on self, but for betterment of them we also do agricultural activities for more production as well as for more amount of product we require. So this is two type of environment and their quality. Now how environment made means the component of environment. So what things made environment of our nature. So see, there are two components of environment. The first one abiotic component and second one biotic components. Abiotic components is also called it is the non-living component. Non-living component. And biotic one is the living component. Non-living and living, two type of component is present to make an environment. So see, in abiotic component there is atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere and other components. Other components include the temperature, light, okay, moisture, these things. So see, in atmosphere it is the composition of air. We can say atmosphere means there is air surrounding us. Air surrounding us is the atmosphere. Atmosphere is a blanket of air present over the earth. So this is present for our gaseous exchange as well as the environmental temperature control. So atmosphere is useful for all living beings. Hydrosphere, it is the water bodies surrounding us, whatever, either they are river, lake, pond, oceans or other water bodies. So they all are hydrosphere. Lithosphere, solid part of earth. So solid or rocky or the plateau part, so earth is called solid part of earth, or the lithosphere. Lithosphere provide us the living capability, means we can live on lithosphere, and the activities of agriculture, activities of building. So social and natural environment mainly depend on lithosphere. Because of that, lithosphere is more important and it helps us in different ways. So many minerals we take from the lithosphere. Sometimes water, hydrosphere also present inside the underground condition, so they are also taken from them. Other components include the temperature, light, heat, etc. So say these are the other components which also help to the living organism or the biotic component to maintain their activities. So say these are the abiotic components. Now we proceed to biotic component. So as abiotic components are very useful to us to protect the biotic component or to serve the biotic component in different ways. Now you see biotic component having so many things which is either producer, consumer or decomposers. So biotic component of earth having the producer, they produce the things. So they are also called autotrophs. Autotrophs are the producer which really give or produce the food. So in detail we discuss about the producer here. Producer, living beings which can produce food is called producer. Actually they produce food by the help of a process called photosynthesis. So photosynthesis, they produce food by the process of photosynthesis. All green plants, not other non-green plants, all green plants are able to do the activity of photosynthesis. So how they make food? See, carbon dioxide from the air and water from the soil they take, and in the presence of chlorophyll and sunlight. So sunlight and chlorophyll is the pigment, green pigment present all green plants. They make the food, that is glucose and oxygen released from them. So this is the way by which photosynthesis occur, and this photosynthesis is the overall process for food making in plants, and that's why they support us in different ways. Plants are able to support us by giving us food. So this food is only made by plants, not other animals or other organisms. One organism is there, they are also make the food. They are green sulfur bacteria. Other than green plants, only one organism they made the food, that is green sulfur bacteria. But really they can't do photosynthesis, they do chemosynthesis. Other than photosynthesis, but really food making takes place here also. So green plant do photosynthesis and green sulfur bacteria do chemosynthesis. So this is the producer. Producers are only green plants as well as green sulfur bacteria. But when there is another example of producer, there is nothing. Other one, the second one is the consumer. Consumer consumes food. Consumers, it is the living organism. It is the living organism which consume food, which consume food, that food made by plant. This is glucose is the food for us. So this food consumed by consumer may be of different types. Who directly eat the plants are the consumer one, that is the herbivores. It is of following types. It is of following types. The first who consume directly the plant, that they are called consumer one. Consumer one. They are also, they eat the plant parts directly. Plant parts directly. So they eat the herbs or plant parts, so they are called herbivores. So they are also called herbivores. Second, consumer two, they depend on animals as they eat their flesh. They depend on food from the animal flesh. Animal flesh. It means they are carnivores. Carnivores means they eat the flesh of other animal. So carnivores are the animal, they are of second consumer type. Carnivores. Consumer three are either omnivores or carnivores. So they are really the top consumers. Consumer three or top consumer. So they may eat the flesh of animal. So they are also carnivores. The consumers consume the food made by the producer, and after death of the consumer, the living organism who are able to decompose the dead bodies, that is the decomposers. The third biotic component is decomposer. They decompose the substances present in our body after death. So the third one, that is decomposer. Living organism who decompose food, dead bodies, decomposes dead bodies are called decomposer. Mainly they are the microbes, small organism, microscopic organism. They present in air, in water, in soil, but can't be visible with the naked eye. We need some support like microscope to see them. So they are either bacteria, fungi, protozoa, etc. So microbes who decompose the dead bodies are the decomposers and very much required to our environment. Otherwise, if the dead bodies of the consumers or the producer remain in the environment, then their heaps formed and the condition become fatal because of non-decomposing of the substance which is really not required to us. So decomposers simplify the dead bodies and helps in recycling of minerals, present on earth. So it is big job. So in this regard, microorganisms can decompose, but some other animal, they are the bigger animal, or we can say they are the scavengers of nature. They do the activity of eating the dead bodies of the animal, and really this dead body make the filthy condition. So if they eat them and digest them, the condition become healthier. So scavengers is also one of them. Scavenger, the animal who eat the dead bodies of plant of animal is called scavengers. Scavengers are mainly the vulture, hyena, etc. Example of scavenger is the jackal, fox, hyena, vulture, etc. So they fed dead bodies and decompose them, or we can say they are also called the sweeper of the nature. So though they sweep the nature by eating the filthy things which are really not good for the environment. Environment can change if they present in the environment. So this is the different type of environmental things or components which really help to do the activity of their cycling. So in environment there is different type of activities takes place by nature as well as by human beings. So if the condition become good, it means the interference of human beings is very less. If the condition is bad, then we can say the interference of human beings become more and more. When interference is more, then we can say this is the bad impact of human beings on nature. So to make the proper impact on nature or to make the environment healthier, we have to say that the environment should be protected by their natural activities, and we can maintain their natural condition as well as their own activities in the nature. So people who live in environment, their job or their duty is to maintain the environment, do not cut the trees or forest unnecessarily. They do not try to hamper the water bodies. So natural water bodies are on self filled by water in the rainy season, as well as it also become evaporated. So really required to maintain the nature by their own natural things, not disturbing them, and try to uplift their activities. So if there is forest in proper amount, there is nothing to be held in climate. If you cut the forest, the climate become changed, more heat, more cold, this everything become in imbalanced way. That's why it is necessary to make the things balance by your own support to nature, not the disturbing the nature or destroy the nature. Necessary is to destroy the things which want to destroy the nature. So natural condition may be maintained by our own effort as well as our social or society's effort. Then after the nature, society or nature environment become healthy as well as the condition become very healthy or good. Thank you.